I felt it in the way you stopped holding me tight, in the way your hands let go before you said goodbye. You didn't need words to tell me it was over. Your silence screamed louder than any cry. You looked at me like a stranger passing by, like the fire in your heart finally burned dry. And every time I asked, baby, what's wrong, you'd say nothing, but your love was already gone. I started sleeping on the edge of the bed, afraid your body wasn't coming close anymore. You'd stay awake, staring at your phone, while I stayed awake, staring at the door. We used to dance in the kitchen at 2 a.m. Now we don't even talk like lovers or friends. Your laugh disappeared like it was never mine, and the hardest part was pretending everything was fine. I kept reaching for a love you stopped giving, trying to save something that wasn't living. But the truth hit harder than I meant it to. You weren't breaking, you were already through. I broke when you stopped loving me, when your heart turned cold and your eyes turned free, when you kissed me like a memory you didn't want to keep, and held me like a promise you knew you couldn't meet. I broke the night your love went missing, the night your hand stopped holding mine. Baby, you didn't need to say goodbye, I felt it every time you didn't try. I wore my smile like armor you couldn't see through, trying to convince myself you still love me too. But distance has a voice, and it whispered your truth. You were slipping away, and I was losing you. And I hate that you stayed long enough to watch me fall, stayed long enough to make me think you cared at all. But your heart left first, then your footsteps follow. Now I'm here with a love that feels borrowed. I looked in the mirror and didn't know my face, didn't know the person standing in my place. 'Cause loving you emptied me more than losing you did. You became the storm I couldn't outlive. I tried to stitch the pieces of my heart for you, but every stitch snapped under the truth that I loved you more than you ever loved me. And that love was the knife you used to cut me free. I kept begging for moments you no longer felt, and kissed me like you were already walking away. I broke the moment your love let go, the moment you chose a path I couldn't follow. You didn't need to speak your goodbye, I watched it dying in your eyes. I tried to save us with every breath in my chest, but you can't resurrect a heart that's already at rest. That I hate that you let me drown in hope while you climbed out first and cut the rope. Tell me, was it easy watching me fall apart? Was it simple letting go of my heart? Did you love me less every single day? Or did you just wake up and want to walk away? Because I'm here picking up pieces of something you once called forever, but forever died in your hands while I was still holding it together. And now I'm learning how to breathe without your name, learning how to walk without the weight of the blame. But some nights I still reach for you in the dark, still chase the ghost of your fading heart. I know someday this pain will loosen its hold, but tonight it feels like it owns my soul. And maybe you'll find